And we're back, guys. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. How's everyone doing? The round of 16 almost complete. This is going to be a good day for tennis. That's right, guys. A very weird tournament so far. We all know last year was the year of injuries. This year is the year of upsets, and a lot of the stars are speaking out. Look, Denis Shapovalov said he thinks it's just hilarious. I'm sorry. He said he thinks Wimbledon should be a Master 1000. That is hilarious. Come on, guys. You have to laugh at that one. That is a joke. He thinks it should be a Master 1000. Oh my goodness. That is so hilarious. I hope you needed a good laugh. That is classic right there. That is classic. Look, the stars are fed up. I mean, look, the surface is unpredictable. The weather, it's hot, it's humid. I mean, what I think clay season might be a little bit too long, right? I mean, of course, hard court is the longest season. I think we could cut a tournament. I mean, we extended Rome and Madrid. I mean, we extended the Masters 1000s for the most part. It's okay. Well, that's tricky because if we don't want players getting injured. I mean, Carolyn Garcia is retired now. Thank you for all the amazing moments. But she didn't like the extension of the Masters. She wanted to just play tennis, right? She didn't like having days off. And some people don't. I mean, at that level, when you have your form, your rhythm, you really don't want to take days off. But if you're injured at that level, you do want the days off. So I think you can have mixed emotions depending on who you have, who you ask, and of course, how their season's going. Here's the thing. If we want to add a Master 1000 to the grass season so people can get a feel and a form, because you really need a Master. I mean, you could have couple 500 sprinkled here, a couple 250 sprinkled there. You need a Master. You need a solid draw where players can play themselves into form. It's just, I think there's not many options. You either cut one of the other seasons, whether that be grass or whether that be clay or hard court. You have to cut a season or extend the season. There's no other way around it. Cut the season short in terms of hard court or clay, or extend the overall season. They're already playing into nearly the second week of November. I don't think you can extend the season. The top 8 players, the top stars on tour, they're barely getting a break, So I don't think you can extend the season. But I mean, there's also talks of adding a 5th slam. We know unofficially the Indian Wells is the 5th slam, but there's talks about adding a 5th slam in China. China has the infrastructure. They can do it. And look, this is a conversation that comes up every year on the channel around the time of the finals. I think a 5th slam in China would kind of be pretty amazing, to be honest with you. But again, now you're playing into maybe December. It's just not feasible. It's not possible. But as we stand, I don't know. I mean, what do you do? You can't cut the U.S. Open, all right? I mean, those tournaments there, every one of them is exciting. Tough question. We'll pivot and we will discuss this more. Again, it's an ongoing conversation, but Wimbledon, it's a tough slam, and I think it's the most unpredictable and in ways that makes it exciting. So let's get things started. We have Cartel, the sleeper, taking on Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. This is going to be a good match here. Now, Cartel, listen, she's a solid player. We all know that. She's going to break the top 50. Congratulations for the first time in her career. And, I mean, she's 10 years the junior of Anastasia. They've never played. Pavlyuchenkova finds herself here after taking out Ayla Tomljanovic in 3, Ashley Kruger in straight sets, and Osaka in 3. Osaka, Probably should have won that match. She blew it, guys. Up a set 4-4. She lost the next 5 service games. Never recovered. I mean, she did get back on serve in the third set, but never recovered. Cartel took out slam champion Ostapenko, Victoria Tomova, and Diane Perry. Both ladies have defeated a slam champion. Who's going to advance? This is a matchup here where Cartel has good variety, very underrated shot player. And in fact, I mean, she's got a decent record on grass. I mean, better win percentage than Isla on grass. And I've talked about Cartel. I've covered her matches before. Look, she's the hometown favorite. When you have that crowd behind you, it's tough. But I'm going to take Anastasia to come out and set the tone. I like Anastasia to win the first set. And remember, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. I think Anastasia wins the first set. I don't know if she can hold on, though. That crowd is very tough. But I like Anastasia to win the first set. Linda Noskova taking on Amanda Anisimova. This is going to be another good match here. I think overall, I mean, Amanda, she's been on the big stage more, even though Linda has some good moments as well. Amanda's 3 years older than Noskova, but age is nothing but a number when it comes to this matchup because Linda owns the head-to-head. She's becoming a pretty good grass player as well. You know, while Amanda probably plays some of her best tennis on grass, Amanda has just clean technical ball striking, good power. I think the limited movement of Amanda, though, will keep Linda in these rallies. I mean, Linda's here after taking out Bernarda Pairs, tough lefty. Ava Liz, good defensive player. Kamila Rakimova, who had a good tournament as well. While Amanda's won 8 of her last 10, she's hot. Amanda's here after taking out Putintseva, drama, Renata Zarazova, and Dal Magalfi. I do think that Noskova's defeated the better players. She's also won 8 of her last 10. All right, we saw her take out Mira, Donna Vekic, Ayla Tomljanovic, Francesca Jones, and Todoni. While Amanda's other wins in terms of winning 8 of her last 10, Magdalena Freck, Bianca Andreescu, Kim Wen-jong, Navarro, and Cartel. Amanda's playing good tennis. You can't ignore it, but I think Linda's going to win this match again. I just think despite the opponents they face, I think head-to-head on grass, I think Linda's style is going to be too tough for Amanda to find a rhythm. Amanda's very technical, clean ball striking. Linda doesn't. She's not going to let her develop a rhythm. She's just not. Her game is made for grass. It's tough. Laura Siegemund taking on Solana Sierra. Solana was one of my top team prospects a few years ago. I like her game. I'm familiar with the game. I don't know if she's healthy, though, guys. I do not know if she's healthy. Injured last time out. She's had a day off. And, I mean, look, this schedule's been crazy with the rain delays. They're playing – players played matches back-to-back like Osaka. It's just there's too much going on at this tournament. But Laura Siegemund, guys, she's playing solid tennis. She has a drop shot that's very difficult to return. She's using her angles. She's serving well, stretching the court. She's found her mojo. And we all know with tennis, when you find your mojo, even though she has a losing season, she's 5-2 on grass. She's here after taking out Peyton Stearns, tough match, Leylah Fernandez, tough match, and Madison Keys. Those are 3 great players there. Of course, Keys, a slam champion and runner-up at the U.S. Open. Fernandez, a finalist at the U.S. Open. And Peyton Stearns, the NCAA champion. While Sierra is taking out Gadecki, Bolter, and Busa. The one thing that those players have in common is they're good ball strikers. Laura's a good ball striker as well, but she's looking to get to the short ball. Solana was very gassed last time against Buxa, and it seemed like she wouldn't hold on in that third set until she just ran off, 3-4 service games in a row. Buxa was the one that ran out of gas. Laura's going to get tired in this match. If Solana's healthy, if she's at least 90%, I think she upsets Siegemund here. But Siegemund, on paper, should win the match. She's beat the much more top competition. However, guys, is Solana healthy is the question. If she's not healthy, I think Laura wins. If she's healthy, I think she upsets Laura. Elise Mertens and Aryna Sabalenka, not much to talk about in this matchup. I mean, Elise always finds herself in Sabalenka's draw. They've played 12 times. Sabalenka's won 10 of them. Kind of like that Coco head-to-head a few years ago. Or should I say a couple years ago. Coco's turned it around. I don't know if Elise Mertens can turn this around. I just really, really don't, guys. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think Sabalenka's won like 9 in a row in this matchup. Something like that. 8, 9 in a row. I mean, I don't know how you can take Mertens. And look, I've broke this matchup down in the past, and it's still what it is. Elise Mertens, she's going to be difficult for her to return Sabalenka's power. Elise Mertens, this is a vintage matchup. I'm a huge fan of Elise Mertens. Nothing but good things to say about her. Great ambassador for the sport. But stylistically, this is a bad matchup. Sabalenka has too much power. Elisa's not going to be able to develop a rhythm. I think she's going to struggle getting balls back, and then factor in the double faults she gets here and there. It's going to give Sabalenka a ton of second serves. I just think Sabalenka wins, and I don't know who stops Sabalenka. I think Sabalenka's going to win the tournament. Much like the U.S. Open, Australian Open rebound. I think here, she loses the French Open, felt she should have won, and now she comes back, makes a deep run in Wimbledon, and positions herself to win this title. That means she's going to get past Elise Mertens. So those are the picks, guys. Enjoy. Stay tuned for more tennis coverage. Like the video, hit the super thanks, and check the community. You can post who you think will win these matchups. I'll be right back.